Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight. All right, time for an early game drive here as they look to hopefully set the tempo for the remainder of the game to come. Throwing on first is Wentz. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. The Jacksonville offense getting ready to begin this first drive, and at the helm, the #1 overall pick back in April, Trevor Lawrence, the rookie out of Clemson.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game.
Well, the turnover forces this defensive unit to scramble to get back out there as now they get the unenviable task of defending a first-and-goal situation. Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball come,
this defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this third down play? 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence. And he's got it. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, big plays downfield. And he
will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up.
This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the delay, here's Hines. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Now a play fake. Wentz looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. On play action, Wentz. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. On third down, Lawrence. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Back now in Indianapolis. A touchdown is what this offense needs, so no decision here. They're going on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land is that. A field goal would tie this football game here in the fourth quarter. Can they knock it through the post? Time to see. Blankenship's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. This defense looking to preserve the tie and try to keep this offense out of field goal range here late. On first down, Lawrence, a slant to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They go play action with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Handoff running left is Etienne. 57 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Divine Azigbo. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. Another tote for Etienne. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd one winner. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Jags, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.